So, as you are watching my videos, I assume that you have already seen some of my earlier videos, and hence you know that I have been living and making not only YouTube videos but also shaping my passion, which is painting, be it in traditional or digital medium. In my little room, I am doing that continuously, and without complaining, I must say that over the year, I have almost managed to make this room a kind of perfect space for living and working. I mean, this room has literally everything that someone needs to live and work. Like, you can count it: a bunk bed, a drinking water storage, a coffee station, perfect painting table, and a place to record videos, and a ton of art materials. But the problem is, for some reason, it just looks straight on camera, like it's not visually appealing. And look at the background, it looks like some nuclear war just took place. So, let's convert this boring and dead kind of thing into something charming like... That is pretty impressive, I guess. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the video, welcome back to another, not a tutorial but in general video. So yeah, I got a lot of things to cover for this video, a lot of things to show, so let's get started. Okay, so I want to start the organization part and rearrangement part of the video, I may say, because yeah, things being organized that looks visually appealing and that improves your workflow to a next level. And so yeah, so with respect to that, I'm gonna divide this video in two parts, one being filmmaking and the other being fine arts. Okay, so when it comes to filmmaking or organizing your space for filmmaking, first decide a space or a corner where you want to film your stuff and the angles that you want to showcase in your video. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my angles and my setup so that I can show the adjustment that I plan to make in accordance with that. Okay, so this is how I shoot my talking angles, I would say, when I am explaining things, and I use this angle quite often. You have seen them in the last video, especially last 3-4 videos, and I will just show you how this looks on camera or just behind the camera, whatever you call it. So yeah, just a second. Yeah, so this is my main camera, hello by the way, and this is my microphone that I have made kind of boom arrangement, pretty clean setup. But the place is not clean obviously, which will get clean by few moments. So yeah, this is just my setup, my camera over here and my microphone over here. Alright, so this is my editing or tutorial kind of setup, I may say, because yeah, I will utilize this space to make a tutorial on digital media of painting like Illustrator, then Procreate and all sort of thing like that. And believe me, all that stuff is already planned in my video list. So yeah, please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already, and also hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I put up a video, because yeah, I have a lot of content planned already. And yeah, that is all about this corner, but yeah, it needs some amount of tweaking, so let's work on that. Okay, so the plan is to shift this coffee table, I may say, because yeah, this is disorganized as hell, like. Anyways, so yeah, shift this table from this side to that side over there, and probably trying organizing it and shifting this table forward so that I get that plug point over there. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, now that looks pretty clean and pretty decent. Okay, now let's move this table to that side. Alright, that looks much better and much clean. And apart from using this setup as my digital media tutorial or Illustrator tutorial, whatever, I also want to spend the first hour of the day looking at the window, or just having a sip of coffee. And in the evening I want to spend the time by looking at one of my best paintings so far, or in general staring at a lovely card that I received as a New Year gift from my love. Now that is something I am very much into. Okay, so this massive desk over here, which by the way looks clean and organized, but believe me, just one day ago it was just like, it was straight up shit. Like, it was just littered, books littered everywhere. Like, there were books that I used and there were books that I never used, like never touched one of them. And yeah, and I found a book that dates back to class 7. Like, that blows my mind how unorganized and untidy I was. But I don't want to fill that place with a lot of things, just want to let it as it is, so that I will just use that place as probably research purpose for developing ideas for video, or in general ideas for painting or design or whatever. Just want to let it as it is. Alright, now that I'm done planning and organizing the video angles, it's time to organize the place where the actual magic happens, where the actual craft happens, where the actual art takes place, which is my desk. And you know what? The problem is that this place is not just the place where I create works or create artworks, it is also the place where I film my artworks. And in general, I'm speaking to you right now over here, over in this desk. So yeah, it is very important to me that, this desk is organized. So yeah, let's get that done. Okay, so the very first thing that requires to be done is some cable management, of course, because there is literally wires hanging around everywhere and it looks kind of boring. So I'm thinking of pasting some artworks by one of my favorite great artists, Vincent van Gogh. I'm so much excited for this. Let's go. Alright, that's it. That's pretty much it. Can't film cinematic sequence for each and everything, like literally each and everything. And I really don't know whether this black tapes are gonna last long or not, or whether they will at all last. Yeah, but as of now they are just doing the work, so yeah, it's good. Now let's put up the paintings. This already looks much better and already has that overall vibe and look that I wanted to go with. And now I don't know whether this is a silly thing for most of the people or few people, but if you ask me, then overall being able to see the work of all those artists or one particular artist whom I look up to so much, then that is something that brings up so much of motivation to me. And I feel motivation is something that we all are looking up to, because in this world we are always hustling and trying to be productive. So yeah, motivation is something that we all need every time. So yeah, this is a must. Alright, now that I'm done with the beautification and in general, organization for both filmmaking and fine arts, now it's time to change the background and add some colors and depth to it. Like, look at the background. There is no depth. There's no separation between me and the background whatsoever. And it looks flat and, lifeless in general. So yeah, let's change that. Let's throw some LED strip lights. That is something YouTubers are up to. So yeah, let's throw some LED strip lights and let's see how that changes the frame. Okay, so I just picked up this LED strip light from Amazon, and it's for pretty cheap, I guess. It's for 600 to 700 rupees exactly. I don't know. The link is in description, so you can check that out. And I don't expect the quality to be something extraordinary, because yeah, it's like 700 rupees, which is quite cheap. And let's open this and see what's inside. So you get 4 components. One is the remote. Then you have the LED light. Then you have the cable and this is something that connects with the light, something called adapter. So you get 4 components in total. So now let's put them on the wall and let's see how it works. Okay, so my initial thought was to put up the LED stripe below this cabinet, but then it struck my mind that that won't look good and won't give any effect because there's literally no room for the light to spread. So I thought of putting it up there in the cabinet so that there is enough room for the light to spread. So let's do that. Holy shit, that just completely changes the game. Like, that just completely, changed the frame and like just a second. Like, yeah, that's just insane. I think that's why people love it. And yeah, there are a lot of colors, other colors like green, red, and there are also bicolor and also a lot of many modes, I would say, like strobe or flash and all that stuff that I won't use. I am good with this blue one or purple, I would say, whatever. So yeah. And so now that I have a bit of separation between me and the background, so let's take this game into a next level by adding a warm tone light. Alright, so this over here is a smart LED bulb by this company called Helia. Now I actually lost the packaging, but you can check my link in the description to know more about this product. Like, this is for 700 rupees, I guess, which is cheap. And yeah, this is a smart bulb. Like, you can control this with your smartphone. And yeah, you can also change the brightness of this one. Like, you can make that way higher or way lower, and you can also control the temperature, which is interesting. Like, you can make it way warmer tones or way cooler tones, which is very interesting. That too with your own smartphone, which is great for filmmakers and YouTubers like me. I can just manually do this like from my desk, which is interesting and gives me a lot of control. So yeah, let's test this thing and let's put it up there and let's see what happens. Alright, so I have already installed this thing and connected it with my app, and right now you're seeing me without any kind of fill light. So there is no light absolutely to fill this kind of shadow that is formed by my key light. So right now let's turn this on and let's see what happens. Okay, so moment of truth, by the way. That's already brighter, and this is at 17%. And if I just turn that to around 93%, that feels like the entire sun has just come closer to me, and that is insane. And I can also change the temperature, by the way. So I can make it like a cool look, or I can make it like something like this. I am really loving this look, like this particular one. And I can kind of change the brightness to somewhere around 76, which is perfect for me. Yeah, and the RGB kind of sucks because I feel the RGB is only for, like a night lamp, because if I just turn this to RGB mode, you see it just loses the glow. I think it's just for a night lamp kind of stuff, because yeah, that's not bright. This is at 100%, but still there's no light on me. So the RGB sucks, but this is fine. This is perfect. Okay, now let's have a complete tour of the entire room. Alright guys, that is the final look, that is the final output, and I also included my custom made neon signboard over there. Now if you haven't watched my tutorial on that, there's a link to that over here or here. Now I never know where it is, like here or here, but it is there, so you can click on that and go to that tutorial and make something like this. So yeah, and the whole transformation that we did today, it's just insane. Like, while you are watching this video, I just transformed my entire room. In the upcoming vlogs, you will know how other parts have, changed and are being organized. So yeah, this is just blowing my mind. And we got this entire frame transformation in like less than 2000 rupees, which is just crazy. Yeah. So that brings me to the end of this video. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for morning notification. And with that said, I'm going to see you in the next one. Until then, be happy, be good, go get creative. Tata, bye, sayonara.